When you ask people what happened in your life recently that caused you to want to X, you're going to get the reason why. It's such an important question and it's such a profound answer. And you're going to see the answers that are going to come in. And there will be similarities. If you get 100 answers, there is going to be 20, 30 answers there that are going to be very similar in nature to one another. And that then is going to introduce you to this dilemma that these people are having. In the keto niche, the one commonality that I kept hearing from these women over and over and over and over again is the straw that broke the camel's back is that my husband insulted me. He insulted my weight, and it just devastated me emotionally. And it explains why he's no longer physically interested in me. It explains why he ignores me. It explains why he doesn't listen to me anymore. And secretly behind it all, these women are realizing, oh my God, I'm alone in this relationship. He's no longer interested in me. Maybe he'll go and find someone else and I'll be left on my own. Maybe this is the beginning of a divorce. So now in her head, her urgent dilemma is my husband thinks I'm undesirable and he's going to leave me. And if I don't fix this soon, my marriage is going to be over. So now every day that she allows that to go on in her head, the clock is ticking. The relationship is on the rocks and she may lose her husband to a divorce. There's no advertising out there that is talking to that prospect on that level because nobody has gone to the lengths needed to get into a dialogue with this particular prospect. One of the prospects, one of the urgent dilemmas that I'm identifying in the spirituality space, because most of the people in that space are women, and at least one category of urgent problem that is causing a lot of these women to be in the spirituality space is postpartum depression. They just had a baby and their life is just in absolute chaos. They're on depression medication. They're trying to dig themselves out of a hole. They're looking to yoga. They're looking to meditation. They're looking to all of these retreats and things like that to try and get them out of the hole. Not that that is the answer. At least that's one category that I'm identifying right now. But the idea here is that you identify your top 3 to 5 competitors, you get an understanding of the profile of prospect that they are targeting, take that profile, go build a little audience, an email list or a Facebook group. It's so cheap, it's so easy to do it. It'll be the best $1,000, $2,000 you'll ever spend, because what you will get from that, if you can get on these calls, if you can get into communication with these people, if you can get into a dialogue and start asking them every darn question under the sun. What got you here? What problems are you having? What's going to happen? When I teach this to students, the natural question I get back is, but won't people get frustrated that you're asking them such an intimate question? I've done this, been doing this for 20 years. Not once from anyone. And I've asked some real deep penetrating questions. You know, I've asked some real intimate penetrating questions. And you know what? People that really have urgent problems, it's, you know, a lot of the times they're really happy to talk about them because perhaps you might be the only person that they can talk to about them. So I ask lots of questions. Why are you here? What, you know, have you tried in the past? What hasn't worked for you? What has worked for you? What's going to happen if you don't solve this? Like, you know, when you go to bed at night, what's the one thing that keeps you awake? You know, like all of these types of questions, what they do is they help you build this very intimate understanding of who your prospect is so that you can speak to that person in a manner that nobody else in your niche is going to be able to speak to.